Hello everyone, it's Friday, November 5th, and I've just finished putting together some feedback for you from our last group assignment this last week on effect size and meta-analysis. You should be able to find, if you've completed all your replies, you will find in the Grade Center a score and some individualized comments on this assignment. I've also posted some general feedback in the feedback link of our statistics module for your information. So please take a look at that feedback when you get a chance to do so. I'd like to compliment you on your group work this last week. Most of the groups, most everyone anyway, checked into their groups by the deadline, and people started working pretty much right away, and that's what we like to see. You really have done a nice job of coming together as groups and working together and using Google Docs. Hopefully you're seeing the power of using Google Docs right now that allows you to edit and work together and collaborate together to write reports, and that's the main reason we're using Google Docs, obviously. So hopefully you're becoming more familiar with Google Docs, and my best hope is that we've kind of worked through a lot of the technical glitches that we've run into in the past with using Google Docs. So great work this last week. I really, again, I've said this in the past, but I really appreciate the way this class has come together. Everyone is really working diligently and being very sensitive to one another and really doing a very good job in collaborating and really building what I would call a great online learning community. Keep up the great work, everyone. A couple things in terms of priorities for this next week that I'll comment on. First of all, please remember that you have an individual post due on Monday, November 8th. That individual post is on the topic of qualitative research. And so up to this point, we've stuck pretty closely to the idea of dealing with experimental types of research studies that use either quantitative or mixed methodology. We're now going to start concentrating on qualitative research. And so we're asking you to put together a report this next week on qualitative research specifics, and you're going to have a chance to think a little bit about how qualitative research studies may differ from experimental studies and quantitative kinds of studies that we've talked about up to this point. So that post is due on Monday. Also, please remember and please note that on Monday the 8th, or by Monday the 8th, we're asking you to check in with your groups for the last group assignment that will be due on Monday, November 15th. I know you're all glad to see this, but there's only one more group assignment at this point. We're using the same groups again for this last assignment. Things have come together pretty well with the groups, and I just don't see any point in changing anything right now. So you'll be in the same groups. Again, use the same procedures. Go to the groups button, check in with your groups, use your group discussion board to set up your work, and then also use Google Docs to write your report. Anyway, we'll ask you to check in with that group by Monday, November 8th. Last thing to be thinking about this next week is, again, as I've said in the past, it's really not too early to begin thinking about your final project. I hope you've given that some thought at this point. Please think about your topic. Please begin even doing your literature search. I guarantee you Thanksgiving is coming very quickly, and once we get back from Thanksgiving break, things are going to move very, very rapidly in this class. And so for your own self-preservation, if you will, and for thinking about planning, please take a look at that final project. A couple things about that final project. Remember that there's an outline provided in that final project under the Start Here tab that's under the idea of course instructions. And then also there's a rubric for that assignment that will show you what I'm looking for in the assignment that you'll be able to find under Module 6 under the assignments link there. Please let me know if you have any questions about that assignment. Okay, anyway, that pretty much sums everything up for this next week. Again, I really appreciate the way everyone's working diligently in this class. Keep up the great work. Please don't hesitate to contact me at any time if you have questions about anything going on in the course, or if there's anything else I can do to assist you. Have a great week, everyone, and we'll be monitoring what's going on, and ask questions as you please. Take care.